So this is what we got going on today. You can see the engine's looking a lot nicer, and I still have a long way to go, but I do have the oil cooler on, the doghouse. I soaked that puppy in some degreaser, and yeah, soak this, got all the grease and dirt and grime off. I think I'm gonna take this back out and cut it, because as you can see, it's too long. I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it. It doesn't bother and it doesn't do anything. It's not harming nobody. I found this in my basement, which is a much thicker metal. It's grimy, it's dirty, but it's more like the OEM style bracket. And then I have this chrome one here, which is thinner and cheaper and uglier. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna clean this, I'm gonna paint that, and I'm gonna hit this with the wire wheel today. You can see it's got rust on it. You know, and my engine's gonna be looking sweet, so I don't want to put that ugly rusty part on there. This here, I'm gonna go ahead and replace this, I've decided, because it's got this hole in it right here. You see that? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I'm gonna go get a new one, and I'm gonna test fit it. I'm actually gonna put the pulley on and make sure it's not rubbing. Take the pulley back off and then paint the tin. The reason why I'm not going to paint it first is because I might have to massage it a little bit to get it to fit right, because it's going to be hitting. I'm hoping it's going to be okay. I might not have to do anything. I think I should be good. I don't know why I can't take these things off. I need a screwdriver. Let me show you what I got here, baby. Woo-wee! Look at that. Woo-wee! Nice new shiny part from CB Performance. So these things are mass produced. You can find these by Scat. You can find them made by CB Performance. I forgot who else makes them. And the only difference is the numbers. They etch them in there. I think these are etched in there. Yeah, these are etched, so they're engraved. Sorry, they're engraved. They're not etched, they're engraved. And so the numbers will not rub off. And so, yeah, it's a little bit, you know, higher quality. It cost me 80 bucks. Dang, from V Parts. But yeah, there we go. So this is my first purchase, major upgrade for this engine in terms of parts and stuff like that. First major purchase, I would say, upgrade expense. I haven't really spent any money on any other new parts for this car. Oh wait, take that back. I did buy a Scat fan shroud, so that is actually one of the major pieces that I got that is I spent money on. So yeah, let's go. Let's finish this engine up, baby. All right. A couple of the pieces I forgot to mention. I am going to remove the gas pump, mechanical gas pump. This is a Bocar from Mexico, Hecho in Mexico, and I'm gonna paint it black. My distributor, I'm thinking about painting this part black. I'm not sure yet. I might just leave it. I think I'm just gonna leave it. And I am gonna paint the bracket for the coil black, and that's gonna mount back here with this. I think this came with my dual carburetor kit to remount the coil. It came with my MB carb kit. So this and the coil mount are gonna stay the same for now. I am going to change that because I want the cleaner look in my engine bay. I will get rid of two major pieces that are going to be in the way, the coil and the gas pump. And I'm going to go electric on the gas pump, fuel pump, whatever you call it. And I'm going to remount my coil in a different location. So I'm going to have a coil that's not changing for now, but I am going to remount it somewhere else in the engine bay, in the engine compartment, somewhere hopefully kind of out of sight, somewhere maybe, you know, where the electric fuel pump's going to go and all that stuff. So that's going to really clean up the look of this engine. It's going to get rid of two major, you know, components that are kind of like clutter in there. I'm also going to change the when I do that, when I change the location of the coil, it's going to allow me to change my linkage on my carburetors. So that's also going to get rid of some clutter. So this engine is going to be looking freaking sick, my friends. It's going to look sick. It's going to look dope. It's going to be dope. It's going to be uncluttered. It's going to be clean. It's going to be nice. So looking forward to that. Stay tuned for that. I mean, it's going to be like night and day. I'll probably take a picture right now just so you can see before and after. And then, well, maybe when I put the fan shroud on. And then, so you can see what I'm talking about in the future when I'm like, see what I'm talking about, see how it looks better. So you'll see. Major hurdle that I got over was this right here. This bracket here was not mounted correctly at all whatsoever in any way whatsoever. Had to do a lot to get this to be like it is right here with these 8mm studs. I had 6mm studs in there before. Had to cut these extra pieces off. Had to put the oil pump cover back on. Didn't have one. It just had the spacer that goes between this and the oil pump. There's actually a bracket, a spacer in between behind this that you can't see. I mean, it just was totally crazy. And then this right here, these were missing. Both of these were missing. None of this was on there. This is tapped in the case now, so is this one. This one is going to be held on by this bolt. I mean, we're butter, baby. Huge improvement.